Hey, stop by, alright? It's our own hero. Whatever's out there, you'll take care of it. buddy? Going well out there?
I don't know why they haven't worked together before now. The stories say the Sentinels and Freelancers were all in the Legion of Dawn.
You fight hardest with your siblings, and over the smallest things.
That's right, isn't it? My brother and I, when we were little.
I didn't know you had a brother.
I don't anymore.
Oh,
He was a Sentinel. Maybe if a Freelancer watched his back, we could still be fighting over who gets the bigger slice of pie.
We have lots of rare items. Heart of Rage, huh? That's amazing. You should buy something to celebrate.
Tassa looks like she's in a mood. Maybe you should see what's what.
Let's get you ready to go.
headed towards the Outlaws' camp. The ones involved in the attack on Maddie. We need to figure out who hired them and why. And if they have Robin Moore's data archive, all the better.
Scar. Looks like the outlaws were ambushed.
What a shame. I'm devastated. There could still be clues about who hired them, provided the Scars haven't destroyed everything.
I better clear them out quickly then. Look around to see if I can find anything.
Troy, we're headed to the job. Left the map by your gear. Key phrase for the code is swamp lettuce. I know the work's dirty, but the pay's good. We're almost done. Bring the big guns, and try not to rile up the Scars on your way.
Need to find this map. This is it. This is the map to the next job. Coded instructions.
It's a substitution cipher. I'll use the key phrase to work out the location. The recording called the work dirty. We need to stop them. You getting close?
Calm down. Flying takes time.
I just have a bad feeling about this outlaw job. Damn it, this was an Arcanist camp. I should have remembered that. Crawling with outlaws. You have to take them down and make sure the Arcanists are safe. The Arcanists. They've been killed. Those outlaws will pay.
The outlaws are down.
I want to know why the Arcanist had to die. Find anything you can.
There's a recording.
The Strider job was a failure. I will give you one more chance. You will find Arcanist camps at these locations. Get their research, no survivors. Fail again, and you answer not to me, but to my superiors.
That's him. The one who almost killed Maddie.
Superiors? He answers to someone else? How deep does this go?
You know where they're headed next.
No, I'll keep looking. I found another map. I know where they're going to attack the Arcanists. And a data archive. Old. Wait, is this?
That's Robin Moore's data archive. Maddie will be happy, but the archive can wait. Lives are in danger. You know where they're going. You have to get there. Quickly.
Do you know why someone would want Maddie dead?
As someone who lives with Maddie? Yes. Yes, I do.
You know what I mean.
No, this whole thing is fishy. Maddie thinks it might be an academic rival, but we've had rivals before. It's never resulted in an attempt on anyone's life. That's just not how Arcanists do things. Murdering bastards. Take them down before they do more harm.
Watch yourself, okay?
The outlaws are down. Now we just have to make sure those Arcanists are okay.
He thought we were dead. Those men said they were going to kill us.
Why target Arcanists?
They were taking our research. One of them said the word Anshar.
Anshar? The ancient Arcanist city?
It made no sense. Anshar doesn't even exist anymore. I just know they were gathering everything they could and taking it to a hideout nearby.
I'll take care of it. Will you be safe here?
The outlaws are dead.
Stay
I
alert
think we'll
out
be
there.
fine for now. We'll send out a distress signal. You have bigger things to worry about. Careful.
Did you catch any of that?
You talk about Anshar? Yes, he must have heard wrong. Anshar was destroyed ages ago in a cataclysm. Doesn't matter. You need to get to that outlaw hideout. My Barrow Mastermind is there.
This was where we found Moore's lost documents.
You were ambushed by outlaws then, too.
And now they fortified. Turrets, stockpiles. They want whatever we have on Robin Moore.
What about their leader? The one who hired them? Maybe you need to draw them out. Those stockpiles and turrets. that bastard. His days of murdering Arcanists are over.
Leader's down.
Good. Make sure you get the rest of the troublemakers. Then we can figure out what they're after. Search them. We need to know what they're after and why they're killing Arcanists.
Found another recording.
Find the artifacts of Robin Moore. Bring them to me. Moore withheld his secrets from us. He paid for that insult with his life.
You'll share his fate if you disappoint the Symposium of Anshar.
That's him. The one behind all of this. He was never there at all.
This was for nothing?
No, not nothing. We got Moore's archive. We saved lives. But the Symposium of Anshar? This implies they killed Moore ages ago. But they're not even real. What do you mean? People say they're an ancient society of Arcanists. But just come back to the fort. It'll be safer to talk there.
Tassin looks like she's in a mood. Maybe you should see what's what.
We've got really good stuff.
Tassin looks like she's in a mood. Maybe you should see what's what.
This Owen business is serious. Where is he?
I don't know.
That's what I thought you'd say.
And why ask?
No harm in checking. After all, he was your cipher.
Yeah, he was my cipher. Not anymore.
Let's cut to the chase. You teamed up with a traitor.
Are you questioning me?
I'm wondering why you teamed up with Owen.
Why not? I was looking for work and I needed a cipher.
But he wasn't the best cipher available.
Are you implying something?
No, but Owen was a curious choice.
Owen may be a treacherous scarbag. He was always a solid cipher.
I still don't get how you started working together.
After the Heart of Rage, I was alone. I wanted to get back to work.
And Owen was out of work, I'm guessing.
You got it. He was looking for a freelancer. At that point, I didn't care who I partnered with. Why are you pushing this so hard?
It's my job to ask questions. You know I trust you, right?
Sure. And for the record,
Yes.
Owen was a bit odd, but I never took him for a traitor.
And for the record, I didn't either.
Tassin looks like she's in a mood. Maybe you should see what's what.
We probably have the best product in the port.
There he is. Hero of Fort Tarsus. The Heart of Rage, no less. I knew you'd bring the thunder.
And some lightning along with it. You know, to make a statement.
You've been listening. Damn, that makes me proud.
You might have rubbed off.
To think, when we first met, the Forge wouldn't even work. And now, you tamed the mother of all storms. The freelancers are back, and not even the Anthem's temper can stop them.
Thanks, though I'm sure some new trouble is bound to come along.
In this world, I guarantee it. Not a month goes by, I'm not shaking my head at some crazy thing a Shaper Relic has done. But I'll feel better knowing the freelancers are back in business.
We wouldn't be anywhere without the guy selling us a little thunder and lightning.
No, I just bottle it. You deliver it.
Well, don't ever stop. We'll need plenty of bottles, I'm sure.
What I wanted to hear.
I'd best get back to it.
Don't be a stranger.
Hi, Johnny.
There you are. Heard you got back in one piece.
Were you worried?
No. Yes. I mean, the Heart of Rage and I have a nasty history.
Right. I heard you were in Freemark.
You're a great freelancer. But that storm killed some of our best.
It's part of the job. We accept it. Maybe even love it a little bit.
Do we? I mean, maybe we do. But should we?
Why else would we carry on?
Anyway, congratulations. You're a big fish now. You should celebrate. Look around this place. The difference you've made is amazing.
Thanks.
I especially love that they fixed the Lancer statues in the courtyard. They meant so much to me as a kid.
How come?
Well, Fort Tarsus was my home and my prison. Safe behind the walls. Day in, day out. But Lancers got to see the whole wide world. They were hope. When I felt cold or small, I'd sit across from the statues and my daydreams would warm me up. So, yeah, the fort is feeling better. More like home.
Hopefully those giant lancers will inspire other kids like you.
Maybe.
Will I see you around then?
I'll be around. Take care, Big Fish.
So once you get the ball into the crate, you have to run to the circle.
So I get the ball in the circle?
No, you get it in the crate, then run to the circle.
Okay. And once I'm there, someone will pass me the ball.
No, then you have to race to the line.
There you are. You missed Halleck and Yaro's duet. I may have recorded it. You look exhausted. Are you getting enough sleep?
Hey, I got a new job.
Yeah, freelancer, right?
Nah, I want to do something big.
Right. Freelancing is too hard.
Shut up. Let's get a snack.
You're buying.
Antium's elite lancers answer to no one, except the Emperor himself. Between the dark of night and the light of day stands the Dawn Guard. Last time, Walker, Easley, and Alhazen faced down the petrifying power of the Chimera, Stonetide. Meanwhile, Hawking struggled to silence the relic and end the cataclysm alone. Or was he? I'm as close as I can get, Ryder. What now?
Yes, I can see it clearly. Thank you, Lancer Hawking. As I suspected, a piece is missing.
A piece of the relic? Then it can't be shut down.
It can once we find it. I'm detecting Shaper energy through the door on your left. Hurry.
Alhazen, we're not making a dent. We need Walker to come up with a plan.
She can't help us, Easley. We're on our own. Easley, watch out! Easley!
I'm all right, but my gun's just a rock now. We have no plan, no Walker, one gun, and a huge chimera that turns things to stone. This could be bad.
Ah, connection established. Hello, Lancer Easley. Lancer Alhazen. Can you hear me? I'm your new cipher, Rada. Grab Lancer Walker and follow these directions. We have a plan.
Can they stop a cataclysm in the making? The curse of Stonetide continues next time on Dawn Guard.
I'm pretty sure there's something going on there.
You think?
It's hard for me knowing you're out there with those things. I remember what they said about the storm that destroyed your father's Strider and... well, you remember how that was.
Of course I remember. I could never forget. Damn it.
What's wrong?
This? Listen.
Perhaps you could reconsider the teaching position. I just want you to be safe, Ducky.
My father died in a storm. Mother thinks I'll end up the same. She hates what I do. I dread her messages. They're always the same. Tears, pleading.
She might need more time to get used to your job.
It's been 3 years and about 30 messages.
Or maybe not.
I've talked to her about my work. Tried to get her interested. No luck.
Would teaching really be so bad?
I'm not sure. I'd be decent at it. People say I'm good at explaining things. And shaping young minds does have its appeal. But how could I leave all this? You're a Lancer. Something must drive you to risk yourself out there day after day, same as me.
What I do is important, and worth the risk.
Then you understand what it's like to commit yourself to something you really believe in. I'm afraid I'll regret leaving. Or miss out on some great discovery.
Are you going to let fear drive your decisions?
Fear? But I face death all the time.
There's more than one kind of courage.
You're saying fieldwork is the safe choice?
It's the one you know.
That's completely backward and sensible. Maybe what requires more courage right now is being there for my mother. I have a lot to think about, and I should see if that teaching position's still open. Check with me soon.
Sev, I hear you got another job for me.
Yeah, and it's a big one. I was right. The swarm behind the acidic weapons, it's led by an Ascari. Calls itself Skilos.
Well, at least we know what we're up against.
Not all too well, unfortunately. I sent a team of agents to ambush the creature. We got the jump on it, but Skilos got away, limped back into the loving arms of its swarm.
Did your agents make it?
There were a few casualties, but most survived. Thanks to their sacrifice, we know the location of the swarm's nest.
Where is it?
In a cave network underground. I won't lie to you, Freelancer. This is gonna be tough.
Send the coordinates to Faye. We'll contact you when I reach the nest.
Hey, my friend.
Halleck, feeling okay?
Yep, had a bottle of cackleberry wine. Been waiting years to pop it open. Needed the right occasion.
Ah.
Faye calls it truth juice, so I'm waiting here for the truth of life to infuse my brain. Hoping the anthem might sing to me. Anyway, so... I once took a whiz in my javelin.
Halleck, I think it's a different kind of truth juice.
Hey, if you gotta go, you gotta go. Made my bladder gladder right there in the suit.
Who hasn't tested the hydraulics out once in a while?
Hydraulics. See? Truth is, I never thought you were funny. At all. Like, ever.
Never?
Nope. But the truthier truth is I like you anyway. You're a good friend. Just don't go telling Halleck I said that.
Pretty sure he's not gonna remember any of this.
I hope he does. It's fun having a friend. You can tell him things. Like, once I took a whiz in my javelin.
So I've heard.
Yeah, but have you heard I'm the Crimson Lancer? Pretty sure they based the whole show on me. Seize your glory, Lancers! Into the maw! Death is just our union with old friends!
It's uncanny.
Right? Don't need wine to see that.
Hey, Max, got a minute?
Sure. This one's on the house, even. What do you need?
It's about Matthias Sumner.
Him again?
Actually, them now. There's, 3 of him.
All right, this I've got to hear. What did he do to himself?
There was a Shaper relic and things got weird. You know how it goes. They're completely different people from the guy who tore up your bar. Literally. Plus, they almost melted into goo because Summer couldn't get a drink.
No, I don't want to know more about Arcanist crap. You say they're going to behave themselves, I'll let them in. They break something, it's on your tab.
Thanks, Max. You're a gem.
Just don't spread it around. Can't have folks thinking I've gone soft.
Is it a regulator thing? You gotta act tough all the time?
No. I mean, back in Helios, I know regulators who are squishier than custard pies. But this isn't Helios. The frontier isn't civilized. You run a business out here, you better be armor-plated.
Are you from Helios? Or you just know people there?
Originally? No, family came from Fortuo, I guess. Only been there a couple of times, though.
Smugglers don't tend to stay in one place for long. I was born on a strider, halfway between Bastion and the Mylands. Been all over, a couple times.
This bar's really worth enough to keep you here? I think you want to keep wandering.
I've been a lot of places, done a lot of things. Didn't expect to run a bar, but it's not so bad. I know people. I know all the supply lines, how all the money works, what wheels to grease. And I get to do it sitting in a comfortable chair inside sentinel-guarded walls, and nobody bats an eye. Plus, my wife likes it better when I keep regular hours, you know?
It's all fine until someone gets electrocuted. Hello.
Hi, Brindle.
Fair warning, I am in a dark and foul mood.
Any way I can cheer you up?
There's a chance. You could help me with some perspective.
I'll try. What's going on?
My foot traffic initiatives were defeated. I've made zero progress on the loose cables hazard, and my proposed standing water bylaw is now dead.
That sounds tough. So what's your plan?
My plan is to leave the fort.
If you ask me, I think you should stay.
That's kind of you to say, but my future lies in Anthem.
Why would you move to the capital?
Because it's filled with bureaucrats and politicians who like making rules and consider personal safety a priority. Those are my kind of people.
They are, huh?
It's terrible to admit, but I feel I've wasted my life trying to make this fort a better place to live.
I think you've made this fort better.
Why do you say that?
Because you've always been more than just a safety guy.
That's true. I've always loved maintenance.
Yeah, you made a real difference there, right?
Well, we've cleaned up the market. We're improving facades, and our horticulturalist has done some lovely planting. You've just made me realize I have made our fort a better place to live.
You sure have.
And I have unfinished business here.
What's that?
The fountain in the courtyard still isn't functioning.
You sound determined.
I am. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got a fountain to fix.
Reviewing reports from Anthem, freelancer.
Freelancer, checking up on us?
Thought I'd see how the cartography lessons were going.
Amazing. Apparently, I'm a natural talent.
A natural talent with a lot to learn.
Dax can do it. Especially with your help.
Not to pander to my niece's ego, but she's teaching me as much as I'm teaching her.
I am?
Of course you are. Experience isn't everything. New blood is important. Working with you, it reminds me of my student days in Heliost.
Heliost? Aunt Cordia, you studied in Anthem.
What? No. I'm certain I spent 8 years in Heliost.
After what you went through, a little confusion is normal.
I'm not confused. I have memories of my classes and my apartment. I kept blue flowers on the windowsill.
The flowers were yellow. I stole them from the royal garden. Remember? Mother was furious.
I need to lie down.
Aunt Cordia.
It's okay, Dax. Let her rest.
Please excuse me, freelancer.
Metal suits and beating hearts. Crimson Lancer. Previously on Crimson Lancer.
Kista!
Anson, I can't move. My suit's locked up. The relic's burning through my circuits.
Now we return to our heroes.
I have to silence it. Kista, hold on! Kista! Oh, Kista! Sweet mercies. Alive.
Wait, something's not right. The javelin won't let me connect. I have to get out. Can't breathe.
Kista. Whose voice is that? Kista.
The javelin, my javelin, it's talking. But how?
Life. Breath. The song of creation. I hear it. What am I?
What will happen next?
Madam Chronicler.
Ah, you did it.
Did what?
Silence the heart of rage, my dear. Who'd have thought?
Well, I had help. Alec and Faye.
Who are you serving with modesty? You did a great thing and you must acknowledge it. As my mentor, Negandel, used to say, you know who Negandel is, of course.
I must admit I don't.
How is that possible? He's only the greatest cipher who ever lived, and royalty. Oh, my dear. Is it possible you have amnesia?
I don't have amnesia. We've been through this already.
We have? How ironic that I should forget that. As Negandel used to say, and say to me in particular, let others celebrate your gifts, for what is ordinary to you is a miracle to another.
I guess so.
Things will never be what they were, but they are getting better. And so I shall reward you with the gift of knowledge, of course.
Of course.
I'd like to present you with an old favorite of mine, the Freelancer 3. It's about as famous as you will be.
Thanks very much for the book, Madam Chronicler. And now, I should get going. See ya.
See ya? Yeah. You can't muster a better goodbye than that.
Ah, I believe I can. May bright skies overhead shine light upon your paths, madame.
Bit overboard, perhaps.
I'll keep working on it.
Goodbye, Freelancer.
Goodbye.
There was more to the recording you found. Confirmation that the Symposium of Anshar killed Robin Moore. The histories say he went missing. People assumed he went lost studying the Shaper instruments.
Back up. What is the Symposium of Anshar?
Where would I start? There's so many tall tales, it's impossible to know what's true. They're always described as a group of arcanists, formed eons ago for some shadowy purpose. I thought the stories were just that. Stories. But they murdered Robin Moore back then. And they're killing arcanists now. They're real, and they're here.
That's a lot to process.
Moore must have known his life was in danger. That's why he hid everything.
Like his data archive.
The Symposium wanted it, but we have it. It could contain answers. We'll start decrypting it immediately, and let you know what we find.
Lady Cardia and Commander Fool, huh? The gossip's everywhere. Fort Tarsus's power couple. That Fool. There's always something about a man in uniform, isn't there?
I have contracts waiting. My colleagues have been insistent. While you work, we will continue to decrypt Moore's archive.
So, you're the one after all. I thought it might be you. The Grandmaster talked to you?
I talked to him, yeah. What's this about?
You've been making waves. Opening the gates of the Fortress of Dawn? Not bad. But reaching the inner sanctum? All kinds of wheels started turning in Anthem when you did that.
What do you mean? Why would anybody in Anthem care about me?
I mean that wheels literally started turning inside the palace. Ardenvasa built some device to tell him if a worthy lancer appeared. I hear it told half the city.
Great. Now I get to worry about disappointing the Emperor.
I told you he'd be watching. Now it's just a question of what you do next.
I get the feeling that's where you come in?
Well, that depends on you. I guess it's time to properly introduce myself. I'm the lawkeeper and storyteller for the Legion of Dawn.
The Legion is gone. It broke apart centuries ago.
The Lancers left the path, it's true. But there have always been a few souls tasked with keeping the Legion alive. Arden Vasa left the wheels ready to turn for a reason. The path of the Legionnaire has been waiting, like the doors at the Fortress of Dawn, for a worthy Lancer.
I passed all the tests. I was welcomed into the Legion of Dawn already. Sort of.
The trials proved you're worthy to become a Legionnaire, but you're not one yet. You know the stories of General Tarsus. Do you know the tales of her most trusted council?
I've heard their names. Children's stories, but I don't think that's what you're asking.
You should know whose footsteps you're following. At the height of the dawn, countless Lancers flocked to the banner of General Tarsus. All who had the heart to fight were given a place. But a few were more than just Lancers. These were the boon companions of Tarsus, walking the path as she did. The Legionnaires.
In the trials, Arden Vasa said something about walking the path too.
You opened the doors, but it's not enough to pass the tests. You must keep walking, day after day. Arden Vasa, builder of the first javelin, the first emperor. Sanadine, whose swiftness inspired Corvus. Medeiros, Magnastral, and Leotrail the Unbroken. They all had one thing in common. They shared the ideals of Helena Tarsus.
And you want me to do that too?
Follow in their footsteps. Become a Legionnaire. So many eyes are watching you. If you can do this, revive the path of the Legionnaire, maybe the glory days of the Legion are only beginning. Medeiros was the son of arcanists. He had lived his entire life in a cavern, underground, hiding. At 10 years old, he had never seen the sky or an Urgoth or any beast but men. The world was utterly unknown to him, except for tales of horror and woe. But among the stories warning children to hide and obey their parents, Medeiros heard one other, a whispered tale of a rebellion against the Urgoth, and a legion rising to set all people free. So, at just 10 years old, Medeiros left the safety of the Arcanists to find the Legion of Dawn.
His parents couldn't have just let him go, could they?
They forbade him, of course, but he picked his moment and ran away. Raised to be a scholar, he knew how to read the secret signs of the Arcanists. He followed them through the wilds to the Legion of Dawn. Or he tried to, anyway. The Chimera had a different plan.
Is this the kind of story where a small boy fights a Chimera with a stick and a rock?
No. Although most of those stories you've heard are based on Medeiros. He'd never seen a Chimera. He'd never even seen a Grabbit, but he was a very good student. He learned all the warning signs that he was being hunted, and remembered stories about laying false trails. He led the Chimera on a long and winding path through the rocks, back and forth. He could never shake the creature, but it could never find him. Then, the other hunters came. General Tarsus, in the first javelin ever made. Testing her new armor, she found the Chimera stalking the boy.
Lucky for Medeiros.
No luck about it. Tarsus followed his trail, just as the Chimera did. She was just learning the javelin. No one knew what it could do, Not even the man who made it. Not trusting her suit's strength in a fight with the Chimera, she lured it into chasing her instead. While it ran after Tarsus, Leotrel found the boy and spirited him away to safety.
After all that, he just went home again? That's not much of a story.
I said safety, not home. They took him to their own camp, where the Legion hid at the time. When Tarsus asked where he lived and who his people were, Medeiron replied, "You are my people." The others tried to persuade him to return home, but after a long moment, Tarsus said, "He is home." From then on, Medeiron served as a page to the Legion of Dawn. Eventually, he became a legionnaire himself. But that's another story.
What do you think you're doing? You're damaging those books. Stop that at once.
I need to mark my place.
Don't fold the pages. Use a bookmark like a civilized person.
Bookmarks fall out.
Are you juggling them? No? Then they'll be fine. Use a bookmark.
What's the contract, Matty?
Freelancer, got a favor to ask. I need to check on a group of Arcanists that have been a little too quiet.
Okay, I'm on it.
Look at this. You have to get them out of there.
Okay. I can't thank you enough.
Clear out these monsters so they can't do this again.
You got it.
Good work on that. Good work indeed. I have another diversion for you. My research is moving faster. I have a new lead on Arcanist runes. Let's find them.
Okay, on my way.
I don't see them yet, but there's no doubt in my mind that the runes are here.
I'll take care of it.
That's it. There must be more.
good collection now. Well done. So much more to do. Freelancer help is indispensable. Very exciting news. I may know what happened to the notes of a famous arcanist. You must investigate.
I'll check it out.
Let's see what we can find. Hopefully an unopened arcane vault.
Got it.
Ah yes, find nearby tuning points to crack that vault open.
Understood.
Reset if we fail.
You got it.
Frequencies to open this. Look around for tuning points.
On it.
Keep it up. We don't want the vault to reset.
I understand.
Okay, to open that vault, we must look for tuning points and make them match the script frequency.
Okay.
Reset soon. Keep at it. Efficient and timely. Well done. the tuning.
I can do that.
Thanks for the help. Just got a report of a huge energy spike in your area. Could be something terrible. Please investigate.
Okay, understood.
Freelancer, destroy those machines before that Titan gets up.
Understood.
Fantastic. Another one finished. That's the last of the machines. Exceptional work.
My ammo. Just keep coming. Finished fighting. Area clear.
Excellent work today, Freelancer. You've helped me immensely. See you back at the fort.
my papers. I start training next week.
Sentinels? I just couldn't go that way.
Decided on the freelancers then?
Yes. My mother was a Strider driver. She spent a lot of time beyond the wall. I want to get out there under my own power.
I don't understand that, but sure. You do what you need to.
I take it you got Robin Moore's archive decrypted?
We did. Moore discovered a Shaper relic that he called the Auspex. The Symposium wanted it. Moore refused them. They pursued and eventually murdered him. But Moore knew the Symposium was coming. That's why he covered everything up. So the Symposium would never find out he hid the Auspex.
I see where this is going. You three know where it is.
Yes! Data archive, so much everything. Breathe. What Maddie is trying to say is that Moore's archive tells us where the Auspex is.
Wait, what does the Auspex do?
Don't know. You'll just have to get there and bring it back so we can examine it.
You have to be careful out there. Promise me.
As careful as possible. I mean, the job is about trouble. Keep your eyes open. Lots of bad stuff trying to get inside the fort.
I know. It's kind of weird we're going separate ways after all this time.
A little bit, yeah.
We've got really good stuff. New stuff. Think about that.
Basic checks look good. What's next?
was picked to help guide you to the Auspex. Well, technically I volunteered, and Errol said, that's appropriate, and Sumner said, whatever. So you get me. Anyway, you're not far from where the Auspex is supposed to be.
On my way. The symposium will show up?
Even if they do, there'll be no match for you.
I, appreciate the vote of confidence.
Anytime. This is it. Moore writes that he hid the Auspex between spaces. To reveal it requires modulation of spatial qualities. Right. Yeah. Hey, do you have a transmitter on your jab? I need you to stick it on the ground.
Okay, setting down the transmitter.
If I'm reading this right, emitting a signal tuned to Moore's numbers should reveal the Auspex.
So where is it?
Well, I was the impatient one. Give it a sec.
It looks unstable. Did we do something wrong?
No, maybe. Who knows? We need to stabilize it quickly.
Bigger than I expected.
Is that bad?
It's fine. I'll get it back safely.
Bring it to the Strider. We'll come meet you.
Outlaws! The Symposium must have hired them again.
We have a problem. The Outlaws are here too. They set down traps and explosives. We can't get to you. You have to keep going. Head toward Fort Tarsus, and we were hoping it would be a nice stroll all the way back. Good news. And bad news. Good news is you're awesome and you're doing great. Bad news is the Auspex isn't. It's volatile and getting worse.
Could have just said that to start.
Right, I like to put a positive spin on things.
Hey, there's no way to spin. You're holding an unstable shaper relic. Why do?
Let me think, okay? Let me think. Just keep going. I need you to set the Auspex down, in an open area preferably. Errol thinks that we can do something to stabilize it temporarily. Oscillations by creating a localized resonatic vortex through your jav. Don't stray too far.
Okay, that part I understand.
Might cause a disturbance in your general vicinity. Energy imbalances, chaos pockets, that sort of thing.
Elementals?
That too. That's good though. It means it's working. Plan didn't work. It's still unstable, and you have to hurry to safety.
Where? Grandma's still harassing the Strider?
Forget the Strider, head to Fort Tarsus. We'll meet you there and try to contain it then. Extrapolating from the rate of decay, somewhere between 2 minutes and 4 months.
Maddie!
Outlaws incoming! Lots of them. Sounds like a giant firefight on its way. Can you put the Auspex somewhere safe?
Okay, the Auspex should be fine here.
Be sure they don't get it.
Stay vigilant, freelancer.
Where's the Auspex? Is it still safe?
Yes, Maddie!
Don't stray too far.
Know what you're doing.
Great.
Sentinels, come on! They must be drawn to the Auspex. Don't let them take it. Who are all these people?
from us? Maybe I should let you have it. Swallow it. With any luck, you'll blow yourself up. What is that really doing? Damn it, you stupid thing. Now is really not a good time.
You cannot destroy the Symposium of Anshar. We are everywhere.
More elementals! The Symposium's agent is down. We did it!
That's for all the Arcanists he killed. And almost killed.
Thanks, Bryn. Couldn't have done it without your help.
I know. Now, you better get that thing to Matthias's lab. Bryn, signing off.
What she said. We have a containment device ready. Once it's stable, we'll figure out what it does.
Keep your head up, okay?
It's okay.
Come on, your first solo long haul. You should be excited.
I am. It's just, I'll be gone a while and there's no guarantee.
That you'll show everyone you're an amazing Strider driver. No, but you've got a shot.
You know what I mean.
I'll worry about you, but I'm also proud of you. And I also know you'll bring me back a present.
All right.
One minute? You can't even take a dump in 1 minute. It kept Moore one step ahead of the Symposium, and he stashed it away. He must have known they'd get him once he did that, but he did it anyway. Hero.
Are you talking about the Auspex? What does it actually do?
It reads the surrounding environment and calculates possible outcomes.
It predicts the future?
It predicts possible futures. If you consider 1 minute from now to be the future, which I don't, the greater the range, the greater the number of possibilities. Nothing can do that.
Do you know how to access this power?
Not yet, but we're investigating.
What about the Symposium? Did you hear what their agent said? They're here, in the fort.
We heard. There's nothing to be done about it now. We can't give up our work.
Besides, you're here. We know we can call on you for help.
Just be careful. And keep in touch. I want to see how this develops.
You're always the first to know.